On this week's Silver Screen Report, we're celebrating National School Counseling Week, taking you inside the Midlands Tech Middle College and visiting a local recording studio.
Good afternoon, Dutch Fork. Today is Friday night and your Silver Screen Report starts now.
National School Counseling Week highlights the impact school counselors have on our students. Here's Katie Rojas with the story.
During National School Counseling Week, school counselors spread awareness about what they do.
To me, it's just a week where we can kind of put the spotlight on it, but it's what we do throughout the entire year, to me, that matters. The week is just there to kind of like, bring some awareness and educate people a little bit more about what we do. But throughout the year, we deliver a comprehensive program to all of our students.
School Counseling Week is a week that is set aside by the American School Counselors Association to allow school counselors to not only celebrate our profession, but to also bring awareness to what it is we do as school counselors and show appreciation to other individuals in the community and the schools that help us to make our school counseling program successful.
Each day, the school counselors celebrate by planning activities throughout the week.
We also get our students to engage on, what it is that they see that's special in their counselor. So some of us as students are coming in, we have this little flyer that we can give them that they can just say, my counselor is special and this is why. And we also just share, some of the unique things that we do that maybe some people don't quite understand.
Although school counselors are best known for helping students with their IGP, they also have open arms to those who may face personal issues, whether at home or at school.
School counseling affects students on many different levels. We are here not only to provide career counseling, where we work with students to determine what careers they want to pursue after high school. We also work with students in personal social areas.
This has been Katie Rojas with your Silver Screen Report.
The SAT word of the week is conciliatory, an adjective meaning friendly or agreeable.
Students who work long hours or have excelled beyond high school may look for more advanced classes and more flexible school hours. Todd Whittington takes a look at Midlands Middle College, a charter high school for students who may need this flexibility.
The Midlands Middle College is located on the airport campus of Midlands Technical College and capped at 135 students. The Middle College is for students in need of a flexible school schedule.
The Middle College attracts a variety of students. We have those that typically are working students. They might come from either a place where they need to have extra money for home, they might be taking care of their family at home, or they might have some extra need for that income. So for the students that need to work in the morning, they have that extra flexibility because we start at 11. And those that need to work in the evening, they have that extra flexibility to kind of work late into the night. So if they need to work till midnight or 1 o'clock, they don't have to start here till 11 o'clock. So they have that extra oomph for time. The other thing we attract especially are the students who are over-excelling at the standard high schools. Some students we have are just above and beyond. So those students tend to say, hey, is there a chance that I can take a course here at Midlands Tech or that can transfer into further college courses? And for them, we say, sure, we can cover up to 2 of those for you on our dime if you can pass the AccuPlacer, which is the Tech's placement program. And if you do that, then great. You've got Tech credit to be able to go in and be able to get that college income. So those students who want to get a jump start on college and save themselves a couple of grand in the process, easy way to do it.
Some are very attracted to the dual enrollment possibilities. They want to be able to take some college credit, get some college credits while they're still in high school. Some come to us because they need a flexible schedule, and we do work very closely with students on coming up with a schedule that meets whatever needs they might have.
Students who attend the Middle College receive the same high school diploma and opportunities after high school that Dutch Fork students do.
Sure. So the school started over 10 years ago, and it was originally run by several of the local school districts, and they would send students here to take classes, and then they would go back and graduate with their class at their local school. 4 years ago, the school submitted a charter to become a public charter school and successfully did that. So the school is now run independently. We still have a great relationship with the local high schools who do recommend students, but now students have to withdraw from their local high school, enroll here, and they actually graduate and receive a diploma from Midlands Middle College.
The high school students are mixed in with college students. Students use the same college classrooms as the technical college and are not required to wear IDs.
So we sit here right in the middle of campus. If you look at our hallways in between class changes, there's no difference, visible difference between our students and the college students. We don't make students wear IDs. You really wouldn't necessarily know, and in fact, most of the college students here on campus don't even know that there is a high school program here.
If you're a rising junior or senior interested in the Midlands Middle College, visit their website at midlandsmiddlecollege.com or see your school counselor for more information. This has been Todd Whittington with your Silver Screen Report.
For this week's Kids in the Hall, we asked students about their ideal school schedule.
It's kind of mashed up all together, even though that it's 4 classes each day, but it's still kind of smushed all together, and like it's kind of hard because then they expect us to be done, but not understanding that we have other classes, like have 8 other classes. So yeah, you could change it by spacing.
My ideal school schedule would be the late start Wednesdays every day, but I mean, it'd be kind of cool, but then we had to go to school on the weekends because of the short hours, but late Wednesdays is fine for me.
I would like to come to school at like 9, maybe 9:30, and leave at like 1.
My ideal school schedule is getting here as late as possible and leaving immediately. But in reality, just light classes throughout the day and like one hard class a day. Like I have one day where I have all the work that needs to be done, and the other day is just a waste of time, which is just irritating.
Child development is a class that's fundamental for learning parenting skills. Max Franks takes care of the story.
With their new unit, child development students are getting hands-on experience caring for a baby using dolls.
The baby is for baby care. If you see students that are carrying around a doll, that is for the baby care assignment, where they carry a baby doll. It's a doll, which represents their baby for 3 days. They bring the baby and learn hands-on activities, which are like handling the baby, how to handle it, different handling positions, different burp positions, how to handle a colic baby, things that they can do to help that situation. They do CPR, they learn how to do massaging and exercise as well. And they do a journal, and it's a 5-day journal of everything that would happen in a normal day with an infant. And they also have to try eating baby food. They bring 3 jars of baby food so that they know what baby food tastes like.
The baby dolls are so the kids can learn how to handle a real baby in the real world, and it teaches them what they need to do and how to change and what responsibilities they have to be able to do.
It's showing you how it would be as like a parent when you're a kid. Like, I mean, you're still a kid. Like, no one needs a baby right now.
Child development is a class where students learn how to be a good parent and how to take care of a child.
It's for any student who is interested in learning about parenting and childbirth and child development, the development of the baby. The development covers mental, physical, social, and emotional growth.
Students believe it's important to experience the responsibility of having a baby.
Child development is important because it helps the students to learn all about the prenatal development, what happens during the pregnancy, labor, breastfeeding, as well as raising a baby, everything with a toddler, how to be parents, how to discipline a child. It's really something they can use it for their future.
It's important because nowadays a lot of people don't know how to treat their children the right way. They like to do things that's not a good parent way, and it's really bad, and that's why there's a lot of child abuse and neglect in the world.
Child development is very important, so you know the basics of everything, so you actually have a good understanding at like everything you're going to be doing in life.
This has been Max Franks with your Silver Screen Report.
The Richland County Public Library recently welcomed a new artist in residency, Maria Fabrizio. Mia Perry makes the introduction.
Last Thursday, artist Maria Fabrizio held a Q&A at the Richland County Public Library as their new artist in residence. She reflects on her time working with NPR and her blog, Wordless News.
It's a little bit stressful because I'll get the assignment really quickly and I'll have to send over sketches in like 12 hours, but they're really accommodating and they always have wonderful feedback and they're really thoughtful and they're really good at their jobs. I think just practicing with wordless news every day, I sort of just started to develop color palette and textures and techniques that just felt intuitive and right. And just doing it every day helped me kind of weed out the things that weren't working. It's been great, but it's been really tiring too. It's been really nice to make a lot of work and just see the good things and the bad things and the things that need to change and improve, and it's just helped me grow a lot.
Fabrizio, as the artist in residence, will have office hours and hold workshops.
We look for people who are interested in serving the community in some way, and Maria had an interest in the community and the world and things that are happening and self-expression, and we were really interested in her work on the wordless news.
I am really excited to just meet new people and interact with different kinds of people, people who have their own art that they do, and hear about that. I think I will be really inspired just by the community.
We've always got events happening on the second level for everything from sewing to painting classes to learning how to use Photoshop and everything in between.
Fabrizio says the key to success in art is her consistency.
I would say just draw every day, everything, just keep drawing, draw all the time, be the person with your sketchbook all day long.
For more information, check the Richland County Public Library's website. Fabrizio's office hours are Tuesday through Thursdays from 3 to 5. This has been Mia Perry with your Silver Screen Report.
Archer Avenue is a studio in Columbia that records local musicians. Earlier this week, Bailey Hunter sat down with its owner to get a behind-the-scenes look at the recording process.
Tucked away in Northeast Columbia, Archer Avenue is a recording studio for local musicians who are looking to release professionally recorded music. Owner Kenny McWilliams has produced Columbia's music for the last 14 years.
It's definitely my dream job. It doesn't mean it's perfect, and that doesn't mean that it's not work, and it's definitely work, and I work really hard. I normally book, most weeks I book 6 days a week out here, Monday through Saturday, and work really hard and really fast. So it is work, and I sometimes will take jobs that I'm not as excited about as others. It depends. Thankfully, as I've done this longer, I get to be a little bit more selective about what jobs I take and the way that I want to record things. But overall, yes, absolutely, this is my dream job. It's a lot of work, but totally worth it.
For those who want to play music, there's many ways to get into the art form.
I think it just takes practice. Anything takes practice. So obviously you know that if you're learning guitar, it takes time to get good at guitar. Well, I think songwriting is the same way. I think performing is the same way. I think recording is the same way. It just takes time and energy and work, and you just kind of have to stick with it and do it. I think taking lessons or finding people that know more than you is incredibly important. And being able to ask them questions or run ideas by them. Also now the internet is just a ridiculous tool. You can search tutorials on anything, and I even do that if I have a question about Pro Tools or something. I can jump on there. So I would say just being disciplined to work really hard, which is sometimes a hard thing to do when you're trying to create something fun and you're artistic and kind of mind's going all over the place, to force yourself to set goals and actually try to follow through with those and measure steps of growth in those areas.
Cracking into your local music scene can prove to be difficult. Kenny provides some essentials for getting yourself involved.
I think practice a lot as a band. Work on writing songs better and better. Treat other people well. Go to shows, meet them, and be nice. Support others. I think getting a relationship or a friendship with people that book those venues. And that can even look like just a couple of emails that are cool and chill. I think honestly, for a newer band, getting a recording that sounds good is incredibly important, because most people before they book you want to at least hear something, and often an iPhone recording isn't enough. They want to hear something better than that, and I think that first recording experience is always really important, and I often tell bands less songs at higher quality is better, especially if you're just trying to get booked in shows and stuff. You just need to give them a couple songs, but if you prove that you worked hard, you did well at your craft, and did all those little pieces, then I think someone's more willing to book you. And then as far as, I think it's incredibly important too, you get that first show at New Brooklyn or wherever it is. I think showing up and being professional helps you get booked again. And making sure you promote the show yourself and bring at least a few friends that actually pay. And, you know, that goes a long way to like building momentum. I think a lot of it too is bands collaborating together or like being friends and kind of being able to help each other with different things. And that only happens by being out playing shows or going to shows and things like that.
This has been Bailey Hunter with your Silver Screen Report.
Now for some announcements. Today is the last day to buy a crush for your crush. Support Student Council by ordering one during all 4 lunches. Beginning Monday, Dutch Park will move from 4 lunches to 3. See your 3A or 7B teacher for details about how this move will affect you. We'll have more about this change on next Friday's show. Now here's Kyla with more.
Thanks, Maria. The Literary Magazine staff meets Thursday afternoons from 3:45 until 4:15 in room 252. The staff is open to any students interested in art, graphic design, photography, and writing. See Ms. Medlock Green in room 252 for more information. Are you interested in joining next year's newspaper, Silver Screen, or yearbook staffs? See Ms. Medlock Green in room 252 or Ms. Gascon in room 250 for more information. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.